And that's what they say up in Scranton, that's no malarkey.
Yeah, we know.
How many of you come from areas where you used to have a factory of 400 or 500 people and everything got lost? They just hooked up and took off overseas.
What
kind of shit is that?
And the shareholders and you do well, but guess what? Partnering with nonprofits to get the root of the problem. You lose hope. How many of you have heard someone say to you,
the poor boy's done lost his head.
as we implement the laws we've already passed. Well, that incentivized everybody to get paid by stock buybacks. Look, in Washoe County in Nevada.
What?
Washoe County, Nevada.
Reno.
At the State of the Union, they seem to say they're not going to cut Social Security and Medicare. Okay, great. I hope that's true. But how are they going to make these numbers add up?
And it's not easy for me to say that.
Along with other reforms I've made to make the corporations pay their fair share. Look, this trickle-down economy, I never watched much of it trickle on my dad's kitchen table.
Well, your daddy is a liar.
And I want to be clear with all of you. We're not just buying American for this thing.
I can't hear you. You're trailing off.
The new trains we're building, and we're going to rename it the Frederick Douglass Tunnel. The Frederick Douglass Tunnel.
Teach me how to duck. Teach me how to duck.
That's why we can't just choose to learn what we want to know and what we shouldn't. We have to learn what we should know. We should know everything about our history. And that's the great nations do.
Great grammar.
And our history shows that while darkness and denialism hide very much and searing it into the nation's consciousness. Fearless trailblazers like Ida B. Wells.
You're a disgrace!